Aloha guys! I'm Jenna with the Roaming Yogi on Maui. We are at the iconic Black Rock along Kaanapali Beach this morning, and not a soul on the beach, so it should be a nice morning practice. And please just follow along no matter what time it is at home for you. This will be mostly ground-based practice, so very gentle. Feel free to grab the support of yoga block, or if you have a bolster or just some towels, blankets, and make yourself super comfortable. And thanks so much for practicing with me. Come to a comfortable seat on your mat and draw length to your spine, and closing your eyes, tuning into your physical body, noticing the quality of your breath might be a little shallow, so deepening, pulling fuller inhales through the belly all the way to the upper chest, and then exhale, releasing any tension, anything that is not serving you in this moment of practice. Grounding yourself in the present moment as you breathe these fuller, intentional breaths. Your chest rising with your inhale and releasing tension, letting it slide down the back as your shoulders relax on the exhales. Let's draw the hands together at heart center, creating an intention to lead this practice the rest of your day. Maybe one positive word that resonates with you. Breathing it into your body, filling yourself up and exhaling it out. Sending out that same positive energy you wish to receive. Letting this intention lead us into the practice, releasing the hands and the arms, sweep overhead, palms connect. Exhale to your heart center. Big full breath in as the arms sweep wide again. And exhale, just like you could pull from above all of that positive energy. One more time, sweep the arms high, the palms connect, and exhale to your heart. Just interlace the fingers now as the arms sweep high overhead, and place them toward the sky. And then behind the head, the thumbs can float down the nape of the neck, a little support as we gaze up. And then exhale, let's draw the belly in toward the spine, expanding again, lifting our heart, and the elbows come toward the center line. Inhale again, looking up, expanding your chest, and exhale, sinking that belly in toward your spine. Release the arms nice and wide, elbows coming down alongside our body, fingertips to the mat. And we can start to drop now that right ear toward the shoulder. Back through center, left ear toward the shoulder. And one more time, side to side. Relaxing your shoulders. And then bring that gaze down toward that left shoulder, and then looking out a couple times. Rolling through center, bring the gaze down toward that shoulder, and back through center. Let's release that right hand to the mat. Crawl it away from your body as the left reaches overhead, and sweep it out in front of you. Big, full belly breath in as that right arm reaches up. The left hand plants. Nice side bend, and then sweep it around. Little semicircle, waking up the low back. One more time each side. Nice intentional movement with breath. And palms come behind us here. We begin to transition into tabletop. Extending the arms in front of you, pulling yourself onto your knees, squaring up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. We begin to move into cat-cow. Exhale, pull the belly toward the spine. And then inhale, lift the gaze as your chest and tailbone reach toward the sky. Movement with breath, nice and fluid. Long, even inhales through your nose. Warm exhales. Preparing now for half puppy dog. Go ahead, slide that right arm in front of you. Left forearm comes to support your forehead. Hips stay high over knees. Begin to soften in through the shoulders as you breathe into the pectoral muscle here. Pressing into the left elbow to rise up. Take that right on the other side. That right forearm parallel with the front edge of the mat. Slide the left arm forward. Release, relax, and breathe. Rising up, back onto your palms. We'll just reach that right arm to the sky, separating your stance a bit. Wide knees, and then exhale, reach across your body. Inhale up to the sky again, and then exhale, threading through, reaching to the left side of the mat. One more time. And release down to your mat at the end of this next breath. And take that right on the left side, left arm sweeps high and threading right through behind the right. Inhale again up to the sky. And exhale, find that little twist reaching toward the right edge of the mat. Nice, threading up high again, and then a release back down. Let's widen our stance, crawling hands out in front of you a touch. And then to start this more somatic, natural movement for your body, big circles. Just waking up your entire spine, all directions. Whatever feels good, nice big movement, reversing the circle. And we make our way back to child's pose, sink the hips back toward the heels. Extend your arms out in front of you. Let your forehead come to the mat. And connect the palms overhead. A little reverse prayer. The thumbs float down the nape of the neck. Feel that nice stretch through the triceps. And coming back to this even, mindful breath. We begin to return those hands and pull ourselves back up to tabletop, squaring up, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Begin to extend the right leg to the back of the mat, tuck the toes, send the heel toward the back, that nice calf stretch. And we lift up that leg as we lower onto that left forearm. Modified three-legged dog. Bend your knee, send that heel toward the left hip, and big hip circles now. Knee up toward your tricep. Extending the leg long and reversing the circle. Just a couple revolutions here. Come back onto that left palm. And then we start to work our way back. Press that heel back and then swing the leg behind you. You might not get a little Sandy like me here, but now just start to sweep that right arm overhead and shifting your hips up to the sky or the ceiling. Big circles. Feel that nice stretch in the right side body. So if you are balanced on your toes behind you, come on to the heel of the foot. You'll feel more stable. You feel complete. Bring that foot right in to the top of the mat between your hands, and we start this shifting, little rocking motion Shifting the hips back into sort of half split and easing into that hip flexor on the left. Rising up, Anjaneyasana, arms sweep high. Pull the belly in, protecting the low back. Maybe cactus, open those arms, expanding your chest. That left hand sweeps down next to your right foot and the right arm to the sky. Good, frame up the foot and release it back. Another little calf stretch maybe on your way back. Good, let's take that right on the left side. Left leg sweeps back. Feeling that nice calf stretch. We lift that foot up, taking modified three-legged dog. Come onto the right forearm. Bend the knee, open up your hips. And here come those big hip circles. Knee toward the tricep, extending the leg long behind you, reversing that circle. And then shift your weight back behind you as that leg swings behind the back of the mat. And that left arm peels off the mat overhead now. Reaching up. Big full belly breath in. Exhale, reach overhead. Let this feel good in your body. Shifting your hips to the sky, that end of the next exhale. And returning, step that foot forward right between the hands, and we start the rocking motion, other side. Easing into hips and hamstring. Beautiful. And come into Anjaneyasana, arms sweep high, maybe another reverse prayer, bending the elbows. And deepen into that front knee. Feel that nice opening in the right hip flexor. And that right palm plants as the left sweeps in a twist. Framing up that foot. And give it a nice little calf stretch again. Let's make our way down onto our belly prone position. And begin to kind of shimmy back. So walk the hips back. Tops of the feet come to the mat. Let's interlace the fingers behind the back. And then reach toward the heels. Slowly lower down. Plant the fingertips alongside each shoulder. And tenting the fingertips, lifting up into cobra. Exhale, slowly lower. Lead with the nose. Big inhale, reaching the upper chest. We look over that right shoulder. And back down, nose to the mat. Inhale again. Extending. And look over the left shoulder. And back down. Let's go ahead, create a little nest for your forehead. And a little support, comfort for the low back. Let's goalpost the arms, looking toward that left hand. So right cheek to the mat, slide the left knee up toward that elbow, and relax. Deep, full breath here. Foot releases to the back of the mat as the right knee bends. And turning your gaze toward the right arm. Let that knee come up toward your elbow. With every exhale, feel yourself relax into your low back. Straight legs again. Let's find a nice little quad stretch. Prop yourself up onto that right forearm. And then we bend the left knee, reaching back and pulling the heel toward the bum. Releasing, take that to the other side. Deep, full breaths. Easing into your physical body. Creating this balance we seek. Let's come back to a child's pose. Sink those hips back towards your heels. Forehead to the mat again. Arms might sweep alongside your body. Relax towards your heels. Arms outstretched. Let's pull ourselves back up to tabletop. In any way we like, come to comfortable seated position. Moving your bum away from sits bones. Start to shake out the legs and extend the arms overhead, preparing for Paschimottanasana, double-legged fold. Arms reach for your heels. And fully relax. Soften with your exhales. And we slowly rise with our inhale. And let's begin now to take Jani Shirshasana. Sole of the left foot to your inner thigh, arms sweep high over again, and then exhale, reaching for that foot. Maybe outer edge of the foot, easing in, breathing into your hamstring, your calf. And soften, sink. And begin to rise up. Take a little twist, wrapping up that knee as the sole of the foot comes toward the mat. Left arm sweeps high, planting it behind you. Look over that shoulder. Inhales, continue to draw length through your spine. Exhale, coming into the twist. Nice. Let's look over the right shoulder now, twisting open. The knee might fall away from the body. Let's extend, shake it out. Let's take it on the right side, sole of that foot to your inner thigh. Arms sweep high. And exhale, forward fold. Honoring your own body, wherever you are today, meeting it. Knowing that this is a gentle practice, bringing into balance mind, body, spirit. Begin to crawl the hands back in toward your body and then come into that seated twist, bringing the knee in, wrapping up. So we might prop ourselves up with that right hand behind us, looking over that shoulder. Your exhales continuing to deepen into the twist. Nice. That hand comes to your ankle as you twist over the left shoulder, opening up. Release now, shake it out. And let's return any way we like to a seat and transition to one downward facing dog. You gotta get one in. High up onto toes, sink the belly toward the thighs as you push strong through the hands, and then release the heels. One more time. High up onto tippy toes, sink your belly toward your thighs, and drop your heels. Let's look forward, slide into plank, and then your exhale, shoot the hips high again. Twice more like that. A strong plank with your inhale, looking forward. And exhales, returning to your down dog. This time, sweep that right leg to the sky, coming into pigeon. That knee toward the right wrist, folding your leg underneath you. That left leg is long behind you on the mat. And we slowly lower down. Once again, meet yourself where you are and relax into this pose. Surrender. And become one with your breath again. Even it out. And when you're ready, rising up. Let's take that left knee and slide it in toward the sole of the right foot. Now place the right hand behind you and reach the hips forward as you lay back into that shoulder. A nice little back bend. And transitioning now to pigeon on the other side. Just kind of sweep those legs to the back of the mat. And we get this on the left side, extending that right leg behind us. Once you have the form, just relaxing. And listening to your own breath, imagining you are here with me, listening to the sound of the soothing waves. Begin to rise up in your own time and sweep now that right knee toward the left foot. Again, prop yourself up with that left hand behind you, coming to kneeling, and shoot those hips forward as you lay back into that hand. Nice. Coming back down, let's find Gomukhasana legs. Sweeping that right knee over left, stacking your knees. Place fingertips behind you, extending your chest, flexing your feet. And choosing maybe to stay right here or to deepen into the pose if you wish. Forward folding if that feels okay. And rising up. Let's ease those cranky legs out into a wide-legged fold. Come into your sits bones, propping your fingertips up behind you, staying right there, flexing your feet so we can activate the quads, and then maybe a forward fold or not. What feels good for you? Walking the hands back in towards your body, rising up. Let's begin to take Gomukhasana legs on the other side. That left leg over right. Stacking up your knees. Flex those feet. And rise up nice and tall in your posture. And maybe forward folding. Let the weight of your legs be enough. So soften, bring your awareness to your legs and let go. Rising up out of this pose, we will extend the legs again into a wide-legged fold. One more time, perhaps going a little deeper this time. Brush off that sand. And maybe extending your arms in front of you. And breathing here. rising up. And start to come toward the front of the mat, scooching a little bit toward the front so that you can roll easily onto your back and draw the knees in toward your chest. And then big circles with the knees and a few revolutions around the sacrum, one direction and the other. Extending those arms overhead. Let the feet connect and reach down for the outer edges of the feet, ankles, drawing them in toward the center line of the body. Feel the low back connect to the mat here. And then we transition to happy baby. Extending the feet toward the sky, knees beyond the shoulders, maybe a little movement here. Coming into archer's pose, perhaps extending one heel toward the sky and alternating side to side. Releasing those feet to the mat when you're ready. Let's go ahead, prepare for a couple floating bridges. Ground down through the feet and lift the hips high, maybe pressing into the forearms or backs of those upper arms. Your exhale. You float that right arm overhead and turn the gaze over that shoulder. Bring the gaze straight back up to lower the hips down. And then we take that to the left side. Left arm sweeps high with your hips. And turn to gaze over that armpit. And then back up at the sky and slowly lower down, everything one vertebra at a time. Little movement of those knees. We slide that right leg long on the mat, drawing the left knee in toward the body. And extend it up to the sky in a half split, hugging up behind your hamstring. And pointing, flexing your foot. And slowly releasing, sliding that leg long on the mat. You pick the right knee up, hug it in toward the chest. And extend the heel up toward the sky, lengthening our leg, breathing into your hamstring. And pointing, flexing, rotating your ankle. And sliding that leg long on the mat. And we come into this little twist here. Draw the hips toward the right edge of the mat as that knee comes in and travels off the left edge, looking over the right shoulder. Back through center, hips shift to the left as that knee crosses the body. Looking over right shoulder. Through center. Let's come to this nice full body stretch, extending your arms and legs to all four corners of the mat. And make this nice little crescent shape with our body. Slide both arms and legs toward the right corners of the mat, shifting your hips to the left, crescent moon shape. And the last side body stretch. Legs and arms sweep to the left corners, shifting your hips to the right. And when you feel ready, your final most important pose of all, Shavasana. Giving over to these few moments of deep inner peace and stillness in your mind and body. Having created this integration, we seek this balance, mind, body, spirit, through movement and breath. Release and let go. Receive. Begin this slow return back to your physical body, deepening your breath, inviting in small movements once more, fingers and toes, extending your arms overhead, reaching for this full body stretch, like you are waking for the first time. Begin to draw those knees in toward your chest again, giving yourself a big hug. And rolling onto one side, cradling your head in your upper arm. And taking in the merits of this practice. This time well spent, focusing on yourself and your well-being. In your own time, with your eyes closed, rising to seated. To this comfortable cross-legged position where we began, hands to heart center. Maybe your little pooch at home has joined you, like this one, little puppy running on the beach. Let's close out here in gratitude. Hands to heart center, bowing your head toward your heart. And honoring yourself for taking time to cultivate kindness within first, recalling your intention. That positive word. Breathe it in again and exhale it out. Namaste.